Have you ever noticed something special happening on the pitch lately? It's a subtle shift, a whisper turning into a roar. A new generation of footballers is emerging, and they share a common, almost magical trait. They are overwhelmingly left-footed. It seems everywhere you look, from the hallowed turf of the Camp Nou to the bustling youth academies across Europe, the most talked about talents are the ones who lead with their left. This isn't just a coincidence, it feels like a revolution. Leading the charge is Barcelona's Lamine Yamal. He's a player who seems to have been crafted in a footballing laboratory, blessed with a first touch as soft as velvet. At Arsenal, there's Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly, two midfielders with poise and technical security far beyond their years. At Juventus, Kenan Yildiz has been turning heads with his direct running and powerful striking. And who can forget Arda Güler at Real Madrid? The Turkish sensation has a wand of a left foot. And at Arsenal's academy, 15-year-old Max Daumann is making waves with his vision and composure in midfield. And let's not forget Bukayo Saka at Arsenal, a left-footed star who has already become a household name. A player like PSG's Dao. He's a right-footed player, but he plays with the same kind of flair. Du is incredibly two-footed, which gives him a similar advantage of being able to go either way, keeping defenders guessing. So what is it that sets these left-footed players apart from the rest? In a world where most players and defenders are right-footed, the left footer presents a different puzzle. Left-footers often seem to have a more delicate touch, a natural grace in their movement. It's as if the ball is tied to their foot with an invisible string. A left-footer playing on the right wing, the inverted winger role, has become one of the most potent attacking weapons. When they cut inside, the entire pitch opens up for them. The special status of left-footed players in football is deeply rooted in a simple fact. They are rare. In the general population, it's estimated that only about 10 to 12% of people are left-handed or left-footed. It all comes down to brain lateralization, how our brains divide tasks between the left and right hemispheres. This different brain wiring is what some scientists believe could be linked to enhanced creativity and spatial awareness, because defenders and goalkeepers face right-footed players about 80 to 90% of the time. So when they suddenly come up against a left-footer, their predictive models are thrown off. When we talk about left-footed genius, it's honestly impossible not to start with Diego Maradona. The Argentine maestro was more than a player. He was a force of nature, and his left foot was his Excalibur. In Brazil, you had the elegant Rivaldo, whose left foot could be both a sledgehammer and a paintbrush. His compatriot Roberto Carlos redefined the left-back position, unleashing shots that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Then came the modern era, an era that has been utterly dominated by one man, Lionel Messi. He's inspired a whole generation, including many of the young stars we see today. Coaches in the modern game are obsessed with finding and exploiting small advantages. By placing a left footer on the right wing, a coach completely changes the team's attacking dynamics. Every time they receive the ball, the defense is in a dilemma. This is a cue for an overlapping fullback to bomb forward, creating a 2-versus-1 situation. Having a left-footed centre-back opens up completely different passing lanes. A left-footed player taking an in-swinging corner from the right-hand side creates a different type of delivery. The journey through a football academy can be very different for a young left-footed player. From a very early age, the left footer stands out. Coaches notice them immediately. They might be the only player in their age group who can play naturally at left back or on the left wing. For the right-footed player, the path is more competitive. They are the majority, so they have to fight harder. The pinnacle of footballing technique is not one-footed dominance, but two-footed excellence. Players who can go left or right with equal confidence are a defender's ultimate nightmare. The great Zinedine Zidane could glide past players on either side and deliver a perfect pass with either foot. From a young age, players are drilled to use their weaker foot for passing, controlling, and shooting. So what does this influx of elite left-footed talent mean for the future of football? Firstly, it's going to make the game even more exciting to watch. It will force defensive tactics to evolve. Coaches will need to find new ways to train their defenders. Academies will likely place an even greater emphasis on identifying and nurturing left-footed players. The rise of the lefties should be seen as a celebration of diversity in skill sets. These young stars are carrying a torch passed down from Maradona and Messi. The future looks creative, it looks unpredictable, and it looks very, very left-footed. But what do you think? Are we entering a new golden age for the Zerders? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.